Welcome to Book Time with Ryan. I am Ryan, and today I'm coming to you from isolation because I have COVID. Population 2 in our household, and it's not fun. But my fevers have been going down the last couple of days, and it's given me some time to read, but a lot of rest because it's not that fun. And I had one booster. I wasn't eligible to get the second booster yet, so it's not as bad as it could be. But I will be talking today about Spurrier and Matías Bergara's Step by Bloody Step. This is a graphic novel. And why did I list two people? Because if you've seen my Spotlight series, I've already done a spotlight, an artist spotlight on Matías Bergara. Why am I listing him for this book? Because there are really no words in this book. It is a wordless fantasy. It even says that. A wordless fantasy, Step by Bloody Step. There aren't any words in this. I mean, there are a few little ones, but it really just kind of provides, I think, context or background. And I wasn't sure what this would look like. I really didn't know what to expect. There is a girl, so it's a girl. And I'll just kind of describe what I took away from it. I'll show you some pictures from it too, because the art's amazing. I didn't know how they would do it. And I've been looking forward to this, but I really only get the trades, either trade paperback or hardback. So I've been waiting for a while. I looked at my local comic book shop for something else, and then I figured out that this was actually already out. I've been waiting for it. So I was excited for that. So I got it, and I read it, if that's what we can say it is. I looked at it, and I really enjoyed it. So if you've seen, I've talked about, in my spotlight of Matías Bergara, I talked about Coda, and the art is similar. It's his style. So I love the colors. I love the design. I love everything about it. But I wasn't sure how they were going to pull this off, because there's really, without any words, how much lead up do I need for the story? How quickly will I catch on to what it's about? And basically what there is in this is there's a little girl, and there's I think a giant. It's kind of an armored thing that looks out for her. Here's an example. This is how you can tell how big it is. And they're traveling through different areas. I think she kind of represents spring, because there are times where she'll either bleed or she'll get hurt, and her blood brings life. And maybe that's her purpose, is to bring life, to bring kind of spring to the world. She can only go in one direction, and if she goes back the other way, she's blocked, although I think she does. What I found from it was I felt like she took the giant, I don't know what to call it, the giant or the guardian. Guardian, that's what it says on the back. So I'll say guardian too. She has this guardian, and the girl starts as a tiny little thing. She's not a baby, but she's little. And she kind of discovers the world. And the guardian is defending her against all these different kind of monsters. The little girl doesn't really care about that. She kind of takes it for granted. And it's, you kind of feel bad for the guardian here and there, because while the guardian's off fighting, she's just chilling. Here's an example. The guardian's fighting something that's huge, and she's off looking at stuff while they're fighting here. So the guardian gets more and more roughed up. Eventually, the guardian's helmet is ripped off or broken in some way, and you actually see the face on the inside, and the face is similar to this girl's. So you don't know if they're related or what. And you basically see her transformation from this little kid who doesn't care about what's going on around her to essentially like this selfish adolescent, I think, because she really wants to be wined and dined. And she realizes that her lack of caring for the people around her, including the guardian, but also this other family and this girl, is causing pain. I think she finally takes ownership over that. And eventually they get to the end of their travels and something happens. Will that mean if there are going to be future Step by Bloody Steps? I hope so. I really liked it. I think they did a great job with it. I mean, the art is amazing. Just, it's so great. And you do get a feeling for who's good and who's bad, and that there's somebody's manipulating other people, and there's these two warring factions. You get a feel for her transformation and when she realizes things are important, things that she didn't really care about before, and where it goes in the future. How she kind of learns the role of the Guardian and the importance of her movement. And that is Step by Bloody Step. This is a pretty quick review. I didn't want to ruin anything, but also it's a lot of, I think, interpreting things on your own because you don't have words. You do have these little setups at the beginning of each book. I think it's 4 books total, 1 through 4. And it says something like, this is for the first book, the dominion of winter endures, but there are signs. A particle of pollen in the teeth of the blizzard, the sun's ghost, bashful behind thinning clouds, a distant warmth in the west, faint promises of spring, but promises still. A girl wakes. And that's her. Now, that's my thumbnail, but it is COVID and my eyes on COVID because I'm sick. And I'm doing this while I'm sick, and I feel really hot right now. One other thing I gotta say, I wondered how there would be a writer and an artist for a book like this. Because without words, it seems like it's all artist. And the cool thing is, in the back of this book, there are a number of examples of script to art. So it's Spurrier basically saying, hey, here's what I'm imagining. This is what I'm picturing in a way. And then Matías Bergara go and make it happen. So there is Spurrier thought behind what's happening in this book. And there is Matías Bergara's talent of making that into a comic without words, which is cool. And it's the first time I've seen something like this. So I really enjoyed it. I think you should check it out. I hope that they do it again. If it's not in this format, I think there's still a story there. There's definitely still a story there. They could keep doing this. I'd definitely read it again. I really loved it. So Step by Bloody Step, it's gotten really good reviews and it is awesome. So check it out. And I will see you later.
Leaving home, would you say, would you say, if you needed me? Leaving home.